Good afternoon, Outliers. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful Wednesday. As soon as I finish here, I'm gonna go get my hairs cut. I'll tell you what, doing everything I can to keep what's on top of this head. I don't know if you've ever struggled with this, but I'm like, you know what? As long as I can keep it, I'm gonna take it. I'm 38, and I know a lot of people who are definitely younger than me with a lot less hair. So I'm grateful to have what I have, but definitely gonna go get a cut after this. Let's see. Peter is here. Jean-Louis is here. How y'all doing, gentlemen? Hey, Donna, good afternoon to you. All right, let's take a look at the news real quick. I saw this and I was like, we should probably talk about it. Jump into here. Actually, you know what? I think I messed that up. Let's try it one more time. Entire screen, share system audio. Good to go. Hey, Brian, good to see you. Yeah, let's check this out.
EP, but I do think they'll do a joint interview together because then she has a friend. She has someone who can help her get through the comments and her word salads and kind of a partner.
Well, she'll do the salad after. She'll do the salad. He'll do the entree.
Exactly.
I just want to point out that Chris Acevedo, who's running the Trump campaign, says that his sources tell him Shapiro's out.
Really?
That it's
Oh, hang on. This
so
is
that was
news.
okay. So Walt's probably
if those voters won't necessarily vote for Trump, but they'll stay.
It's called Unearthed Clip Comes Back to Haunt Kamala, and it's unbelievable, Brian. Can you believe it's unbelievable? Hey, Michael, good to see you. Hang on, let me get to the clip here. So she already picked Walls, who, it's hard to say, is more woke than she is, which is incredibly hard to say. Hang on, where is it at? Here we go. Okay.
view on something that is radioactive now, the word woke. She embraces it. I don't know what's changed because she doesn't tell us what's changed, but just remember what she used to think.
We have to say woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the woke.
I don't know who this blonde lady is, but she's like, what? Now, granted, this was 7 years ago, right? Back when woke was not necessarily a pejorative, a bad word, if you want to think about it, right? Woke was the like, you quit being asleep. You got to be woken up. You got to be woke. I remember that. And she's all about you got to be woke.
Wokest or woker, but just a more woke than less woke.
It's unbelievable. I mean, this is the person that is leading the Democratic Party. You know, they could have had a candidate that could explain issues, that could have run on this, even if they wanted a progressive agenda, someone that could actually go there to rally the base. The part that I hate about the honeymoon, every candidate gets some type of honeymoon, but she hasn't done anything to deserve the honeymoon. She hasn't.
No, she hasn't done anything. And she has not made any sort of policy statement. She's not made any interviews whatsoever. She's done nothing. She's hiding with Biden. Like, where's Joe Biden? Right? He's apparently the free leader of the United States of America, the leader of the free world, I'm trying to say. Dude can't be found, right? Neither can she, right? She shows up on a political stage and they got Megan Thee Stallion twerking all over the place. And then after that's over, people start leaving because they're like, I don't want to listen to her. Give me a break. I mean, she is, what is her policy? I'm not Donald Trump. That's the only thing that I've seen. Brian says, that was when woke meant being aware. Look how far out we've come, right? When it meant being aware. Michael says, Michael, good to see you. The unbelievability of the things is that they are not unbelievable. Hang on. He sounds like Kamala here. The believability of the things that are not unbelievable are truly believable. Isn't that unbelievable? You're applying for the speechwriter job. Dude, I totally got that. We need to be unburdened by what has been, and what has been is hopefully her presidential run soon.
She hasn't had some policy agenda that is rallying Americans. She hasn't had this stunning speech like Barack Obama did at the 2004 DNC convention. What is her moment? What is the thing that got voters to vote for her? And then I remember,
first off, not a damn voter's ever voted for her. Not one. She wasn't in the primaries. The only time that she was running for office, which was in 2020, she left that campaign and joined on with Joe Biden, right? Nobody ever has voted for her. But yet we're saving democracy. Saving democracy with Miss Kamala Harris, Mrs. Kamala Harris.
Remember, she didn't get a single vote.
Right.
And that is the problem.
She has a
right
capital
now.
D behind her name. She's a Democrat. So the media is going to love her no matter what. They're so excited that finally they have a candidate that can run against Donald Trump. They were worried when they had Biden in office that they were definitely going to win. They knew they would, lose. They knew they would lose. But this is a lady who wants high taxes. She talked about defunding ICE, defunding the police, decriminalizing illegal immigration, making you give your gun back. She'll give you money, but you have to give your gun back, eliminating private health care and banning fracking.
Right. But when you look at that soundbite that we just saw, and Brian set it up perfectly, the question for Kamala Harris today,
What do you think?
the question is this: how are you still woke? How woke do you want to make America going forward? Or did you, like everything else that was announced last week, have you essentially come up with a new explanation for why you're against all that stuff?
Yeah.
I used to be woke, now I'm not
And
woke.
what caused the change? Like, what suddenly
I
made
evolved.
you evolve on? And remember, Bernie Sanders is now saying that Joe Biden has been the most progressive president, and she's supposed to be even more progressive than him.
So I got one hint on Sunday. Senator Murphy, like they're sending the surrogates out to explain the change. One was when it comes to fracking, Senator Murphy told Jackie Heinrich, he goes, why is she for fracking now? She goes, oh, they've gotten better at it.
Right.
It's safer. Oh, that's right. They finally figured it out.
It's cleaner.
Tell me what, I was like, okay, so tell me what's so much better about fracking today. It's so much safer and fantastic. Yeah. Right. So I can't wait for these explanations.
I just get a kick out of the media. They still haven't learned their lesson. I mean, they anointed Joe Biden, and they went out there and he embarrassed you guys, just embarrassed you guys. And now you guys are doing the same thing with Kamala Harris, and there's going to be a big moment, mark my words, where she's going to crumble under pressure, and you guys are going to be in the same boat again.
Oh man, could you imagine? That would be the greatest, right? Where like that was Joe Biden's thing, right? For ages, at least 2 years, the whole media establishment was saying Joe Biden is the most cogent we've ever seen him. Joe Biden is better today than he's ever been. And then he goes out with a debate on Donald Trump, and that's his final public address, pretty much, right? He basically went into hiding since that, because everybody who had been lying, saying that Joe Biden is the greatest ever, had egg on their face, right? And now those same liars, and this is your duty, right? You need to share this sort of messaging out to everybody. Those same liars who told you Joe Biden was the best he's ever been in 2024, saying the best he's ever been, are now the people who have turned around to say Kamala is the greatest thing that we have ever seen since Joe Biden. They are actually lying to you now about how great Kamala is, when just the other day they were lying to you about how terrible Joe Biden was. When are we going to stand up and rise up against this, right? The media establishment should be kaput. It is our duty to spread this message, because unfortunately we don't have advertising dollars like that behind everything that we say. So we need to be the ones who do that. Now, to his point, I am hoping, I saw some political strategists talking about how having the debate with Joe Biden and Donald Trump early probably was not the best for Trump. It should have been closer to the election, so that therefore Joe Biden would look really bad right before people elected, right? Not, I don't know, how many days was it out? Like 150 days out? Enough time for people to start forgetting and think maybe Kamala's up to something. We're 90-something days out at this point. And there is absolutely every chance that they go on a debate stage and Trump destroys her, which is what I would love to see, right? But then again, she's hiding just like Biden. And because of that, we're not going to get to see an opportunity for her to have egg on her face. We're not going to see an opportunity for her to just totally flail and falter and fail. And I hope that this gentleman is right.
Lawrence, right now, she is completely encased in bubble wraps because she's not talking to anybody. This is part of their, she is joining the presidential race so late in the cycle. This is just part of the strategy. Expose her to the public as little as possible, and let's see what happens.
Just a thing on bubble wrap. I much prefer that than those little small styrofoam things. I mean, he ends up all over the house.
I hate those
then I got
things
to pour them into the bag, and then you got
Yes.
to break up the box.
I hate those.
You know
Oh, you
what I'm
mean
talking?
the
The little
peanuts.
styrofoam. Oh,
Peanuts.
please, bubble wrap.
Right.
If you're shipping something to me, bubble wrap.
I agree.
I don't want the little foam things.
And
yeah.
Peanuts.
Wow.
And
All over the floor.
Speaking of Betamax, Christmas time, Dad gets all of us a Beta machine. We're like, we want a VHS. We want a
All right. Brian says, but who believed them about Biden? Biden worked for Biden last time. It did. It worked until he had his public address, when he had the debate. And that's what I'm really hoping for, is that we go through the next few days. We're, like I said, we're like 90-something days out. Let's get closer to the election time, and then let's have like back-to-back debates and just watch as Kamala has nothing. I mean, all Trump has to do is point at his record and point at her record and say, you did this, you didn't do that, but I made all this better, right? It will be the most slam dunk of all time. And she can't speak, right? As Michael was just saying, what is unburdened cannot be unburdened in the past, which has to be left open for the future, or whatever kind of malarkey she comes up with. So you get Trump in there and he's just going to eviscerate her. So you know what? She seems kind of awkward, right? And so I was looking at this stock called AWK, right? The AWK stock. Listen, I'm trying. I try to make these transitions as good as possible, right? So I got AWK today, which is American Water or something. I don't know. Point is, I was looking at these buy and sell signals that came through, and I saw this one here on July 12th. We got a buy signal, and then the sell signal came just today on August 7th. And during this time, I went from around 139 to roughly 143. Looked at the price on the chart here, and that's a $7 gain, a 5% gain on the stock in just 18 days. Not too shabby at all, I tell you what. So if you're interested in that, be sure to go and log into your OVTLYR account so you can get all of the buy and sell signals every single day. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into our market analysis. Welcome to the OVTLYR Trading Room. This is smart trading made simple. Save time, make money, start winning with less risk. And that's what I like to call profit hacking. So if you don't already have a copy, head on over to profithackingplaybook.com to get a free copy of Profit Hacking. And also, you can grab that inside of our Discord and the VIP members toolkit, VIP investors toolkit. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christopher Uhl. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I've been successfully trading since 2009. I'm a partner with OVTLYR, and this is my style of trading using OVTLYR. And I like to call it the golden ticket trading strategy. It's the 8 steps to turn profit hacking into pure gold. And hey, while you're watching this, just double check real quick that you are subscribed. We had an internal meeting today, and Mahesh was telling me that all the upgrades should be on by next Wednesday. He said that they should be ready by Friday, but he didn't want to push any updates on Friday and potentially have something break over the weekend. So he's thinking the updates will start going in on Monday and then potentially be completely ready by Friday. So, or by next Wednesday. So we got a lot of really, really sick updates coming through. I can't wait to show them with you. But the golden tickets trading strategy has the master key to unlock it, right? And it comes with the SPY signal, the market breadth, and then the sector breadth of the individual stocks that we'd be looking at trading. Now, the SPY is still showing a buy signal right now. Because the SPY is still showing a buy signal, I'm not ready to go short yet, right? This is kind of like it's the top of the pyramid. It's the most important part. It's the keystone of the master key system here. I'm not going to go against that. But there are some other parts that we need to look at, right? One in particular is the fact that the market breadth has gotten really, really bad. This is the number of stocks on the bull list, the number of stocks with buy signals right now. I mean, it went from over 70 or 78%. Now we're looking at 35%. Right? We went from nearly the entire market to nearly nobody on the entire market with a buy signal here. All right, we've got 1,161, 50 new on the bear list today, versus 628 and only 7 new on the bull list. So the bull list is getting smaller and smaller, which means that there's less and less buying opportunities coming through here, more and more selling opportunities. So I would absolutely say that this is a bearish front. So I've got a bullish signal on the SPY combined with a bearish market breadth, which is going to keep me on the sidelines. And I don't know how long it's going to be, right? One of my mentors taught me wait and cash for proper setups. How long? As long as it takes. But in the meantime, let's talk about the market, right? Because I mentioned the last couple of days to expect a face-ripping rally. That was exactly what I described it as. Face-ripping rally, and we got a lot of it. We got nearly 4 percentage points from top to bottom. In fact, let me go to the very bottom here. Yeah, over 4 percentage points on the SPY, $21 up on the SPY at its high, and now it's starting to come back down. I have a feeling that the face-ripping rally might have ended today. Now, we do have 3 order blocks stacked right here. Because of that, I would imagine that coming down to the 510 area, we're going to see a lot of support in this area here. So very, very curious to see what materializes. But I think the big move is done. That's just my opinion. Definitely called that move right there. But I'm not trading anything right now until I get all of my confirmation signals in place. Brian says Let's have a CrowdStrike moment with these updates. Let's not have a CrowdStrike moment. That's why we're not doing it on Friday, but doing it on Monday. We're going to have a 2-day sell signal on the SPY, and then it's going to be a buy signal again, right? Yep. We'll see about that. But I got to tell you, I'm not trading today. But if you are, I mean, there's still a few things out there that have buy signals coming through, like ELF. I don't know what ELF is. Is this ELF makeup? Let's see. Yeah, it is ELF Beauty. It's got a buy signal today. And it's really been going sideways for the last good bit right here. Since February, it's basically gone sideways. Performance summary. Wow, 226%. I love seeing that. 226% on ELF Beauty here following these buy and sell signals. So that's pretty outstanding. So like I say, be sure to log into your OVTLYR account to see what is available for the buy and sell signals. We definitely want to make sure that even on a time right now where I'm not trading, there's still opportunities for you out there inside of OVTLYR. Thank you so much for coming to today's OVTLYR Trading Room. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a fantastic afternoon and a great Wednesday, and we'll talk soon.